Hi, happy Monday. Today you're going to need your May calendar. You are also going to need your math packet. I know on the lesson plan I wrote we're going to do the wishing well. We are also going to do this page, the coin identification, because we did not do it. You will also need your nest and egg cutout page, which looks like this. And we're going to be reading a story today. You don't have that story, but that's okay. After the story, we're going to be doing our art project with the nest and the egg. All right, so let's get started. It's a beautiful day. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Eyes on the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great job. All right, let's get the calendar out. So looking at your calendar, let's find the top, the middle, and the bottom. The top of your calendar, the middle of your of your calendar, and the bottom of your calendar. Okay, what month is it? Find the month on your calendar and touch it. What month is it? Can you find the month? What month is it? Now I'm trying to trick you. If you notice, both months have the letter M. So look at your calendar and match. What month is on your calendar? If you chose the top answer, May, you are correct. The month is May. Good job. Find the year on your calendar. Is the year on the top, in the middle, or on the bottom of your calendar? The year is at the top of your calendar. Good job. What year is it? The year is 2020. Excellent. Okay. Well, we had the weekend. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Yesterday was Sunday. Now, this is a different calendar than April. So this is how a calendar is really supposed to be. The first day of the week starts on Sunday. That was April's calendar. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I don't want to confuse you. But April's calendar started on Monday. That's for like a working week, Monday through Friday. But calendars, an actual calendar, the week starts on Sunday. So yesterday was the 3rd. Yesterday was Sunday. So what's today? If yesterday was Sunday, today is Monday, the 4th, and tomorrow will be the 5th. So, what is today? Today is Monday. What will tomorrow be? If today is Monday, what will tomorrow be? Will tomorrow be Tuesday or Wednesday? Tomorrow will be Tuesday. Excellent. All right, so I want you to look at today's date. Find today's date. Where is today's date? Is today the 3rd or the 4th? Looking at your calendar, your problem solving, what is today's date? Yesterday was the 3rd, so today is the 4th. What will tomorrow be? What will tomorrow be? Will tomorrow be the 5th or the 6th? Tomorrow will be the 5th because 5 comes after 4. Good job. Now, May has its own number, just like April. Let's see if you remember. What is May's number? Is it the top number or the bottom number? May's number is 5. Good job. What is the season? What season is it? It's awfully nice out there and it's very warm. Is it spring or is it summer? It is still spring. Summer's coming just around the corner. So let's see if you can see my window. It's very, very bright there today. So it is going to be, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day already. So it is very sunny today. And since it's sunny, what kind of temperature is it? If it's sunny, it's warm. So you might not need a jacket. It depends. It depends on you. Hopefully you'll be able to get out there and get some vitamin D and exercise a little bit in your yard. Maybe take a walk. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm definitely taking a walk because it's sunny and it's warm out. Okay, if you can please take out your math packet. I'm sorry, I didn't realize we didn't do this, but it's not going to take very long. We are going to sort pennies and nickels, and then we are also going to paste nickels on the wishing well. So what I need you to do, if you haven't done so already, obviously you see I have not cut out my coins on both pages, so that is what I'm going to do now. So put me on pause, and when you are finished, you could play the video and we will do this together. Okay, the first worksheet that we are going to do is called Coin Identification. Here are the directions. Paste all of the pennies in the penny jar and the nickels in the nickel jar. So this is the penny jar and this is the nickel jar. So you have your glue stick. Take off the lid. Turn it away from you. Now I'm going to put glue all over my jars. Right from the beginning. And hopefully it won't dry out. And then I'm going to close up my glue stick so that doesn't dry out. Okay, the first coin is, what coin is that? Can you see? It is a penny. So where do the pennies go? It goes in this jar. The second coin is the front of a nickel. That goes in the nickel jar. This is the back of a nickel. That goes in the nickel jar. This is the back of a penny. Penny jar. Oh, another penny. Back of it. This is the front of a nickel. Put that in the nickel jar. Back of a penny. Put that in the penny jar. Front of a penny. That goes in the penny jar. Back of a nickel. That goes in the nickel jar. Front of a nickel. And how much is a nickel worth? How much is a nickel worth? 5 cents. And how much is a penny worth? I can't hear you. 1 cent. Very good. Back of a nickel. Excuse me, I was testing you. And one more. Back of a nickel. Okay, so here on the bottom, I have to move this nickel up. It says how many pennies and how many nickels. Okay, so let's count the pennies, shall we? We're going to count this one too, might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 pennies all together. So we're going to write 6. Do you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So do we have 6 cents or 6 bananas? We have 6 cents. Very good. So let's count the nickels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me move this so that you can see it better. Move it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nickels. We have 8 nickels. So, if we have nickels, if we have 8 nickels, do we have 8 cents? No, because nickels are not worth 1. How many cents is nickel worth? It's worth 5 cents. So what we need to do is we can't count by ones. We need to count by fives. Remember 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, let's do that together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So do we have 40 bananas or 40 cents? We have 40 cents, okay? 8 equals 8 nickels equals 40 cents. 5 times 8 equals 40. You did great with that. Okay, rolling right along. Let's keep the momentum going. You're doing so well. And let's work on dimes because you have been working so hard on pennies and nickels. I think you got it down pat. So now we have to really work on dimes. Directions. Paste a dime for each wish in the well. Well, we're going to paste it around. So I'm going to take my glue stick, open the lid, move it away from me, and I am going to just put glue all over here so I can put my dimes. Okay. Close this up so it doesn't dry out. And the first coin that I have is a penny. What am I supposed to do with this penny? Am I supposed to glue it here? Do I glue the penny on there? No, because the directions say a dime. Is this a dime? It looks kind of small. Yes, this is a dime. This is the front of a dime. They call it the heads. This is the back of the dime, which is called tails. Is this a dime? It looks like it's the same color. Looks a little different. A dime is smaller. This is a nickel. It's worth 5 cents. We are looking for dimes. This is the tail end of a penny. We don't want that. We are looking for dimes. Is this a dime? It sure is. What about this one? Is this a dime? Nope, that's a nickel. This is a penny. Do we want to glue the penny on here? Nope, because we're looking for dimes. We're only gluing dimes on the wishing well. Here is a dime. Oh, here's another dime. It's on heads. This glue stick does dry out quick. This dime is on tails. It's a dime, so we're definitely going to glue it by our wishing well. This is a what? A nickel, so we're not going to glue that. Here's a dime. It's on heads. And here's another dime, and it is on tails. So, how many wishes do we have? Well, let's count the dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 wishes. But how much money do we have? What is a dime worth? Well, let's see. I know pennies are worth 1 cent and nickels are worth 5 cents. So how much are dimes worth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cents. So what we need to do is when we have pennies, we count by ones. When we have nickels, we count by fives. And when we have dimes, we count by what? Tens. 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So 8 times 10 is 80. You guys are doing good. So do we have 80 cents or 80 bananas? We have 80 cents. We need the cent sign. Okay, great job. Right now, I want you to relax, and I am going to read a story, and it's called Once Upon a Springtime. You know, it's springtime now, and you're going to see a lot of animals like rabbits and chipmunks and a lot of squirrels and probably skunks and raccoons, and deer. You'll probably see a lot of baby deer. Okay, once upon a springtime. Once upon a springtime I was born. I lay in a little patch of leaves. Only my mother knew where I was. When I was 2 weeks old, I stood up and walked. I learned to eat twigs and leaves and to drink from a stream. So is this deer living or non-living? It's living, okay? And we're going to talk about how we know when something is living or non-living. Like, what are the characteristics of it? Okay, so let's do that now. Let's talk about how we can tell if something is living or non-living. Does it grow? Now, this story is about a deer that is a baby and that is starting to grow. Does it reproduce? What does that mean, reproduce? Well, does it have the capability of having offspring, which is babies? Okay, babies, mammals, they're born through their mom, or some animals like chickens, birds, they have their babies, they lay eggs and they sit on the eggs and they hatch through that way. Does it move? Well, there's lots of things that move that are non-living, like airplanes and cars and bicycles. But if it can move on its own, they're making cars nowadays that move on its own, so it gets a little tricky. But if it can move on its own, it's living most of the time. Does it breathe? Do you breathe? Yes. If it breathes, it's living. Does it make waste? Does it go to the bathroom? Well, this deer does go to the bathroom, yes. So then it is living. What food does it need? Does it need food, water, shelter? Yes, that's a living thing. So this deer is definitely living because it's growing. When it gets older and mature, it'll be able to reproduce. It moves on its own. It breathes. It makes waste. And it needs food. What food is the deer eating? It's eating grass, and it needs to drink water. Once upon a springtime, I learned to play. I peeked at strangers playing too. They are called children, my mother said, just like you. Once upon a springtime, I grew and grew. I ate leaves at dawn and flowers by moonlight. We danced in the farmer's garden, where there was food everywhere. Do you think the farmer was happy about that? I don't think so. Deer are beautiful animals. Once upon an autumn time, leaves fell from trees. The air was chilly. I shed my thin coat and grew a thick one. The children had new coats too. So remember on Friday we talked about the importance of staying healthy and dressing appropriate for the weather. If you do not dress appropriately, you can get sick. So if it's cold out and you don't have a warm jacket on and you're cold, you can get sick. Same thing. If it's hot outside and you're dressed too warmly, you can also get sick. So these animals, when the seasons change and the weather changes and the weather pattern changes, they adapt to their environment. So this deer is now growing, both deer are growing a heavier coat to keep them warm. And then in the springtime, they shed their heavy coat of fur. I ate my first apple and my first acorn. They were the best things I've ever eaten. They fell to the ground all around me. What season do you think it is now? It's winter. Good. Once upon a winter time, the wind blew and the snow fell. The apples and acorns were buried. The air was so cold that the children stayed inside. I followed my mother to a secret place where the wind was less strong. We lay in a bed of snow under the pine trees and tried to sleep. When we were too hungry to sleep, we got up to look for food. There wasn't much because other deer were hungry too. They ate all the cedar twigs. Look how fluffy and furry he is. Can you see the difference? From winter, he's got a full coat. Let's see what he looks like in the spring. He's not so furry in the spring, right? He's more like sleek. And now he's burly and furry. I tried the oak tree. Try the oak trees, my mother said. Oak twigs were sour, but I ate them anyway. When they were gone, she said, try ash trees. Ash twigs were bitter, but I ate them too. When all the ash twigs were gone, my mother said spruce. So these are different types of trees. Oak, ash, spruce. See them eating? What is spring, I asked. When new food grows, said my mother. When does spring come, I asked. Soon, she said. We lay in our snow beds and waited. That must be really hard. He's got no shelter. And then one day, sunshine tickled my nose. I heard the birds. I heard the children. My bed was melting. All around me, tiny pink buds dotted the trees. Just like right now, it is springtime. There was food everywhere. The tulips were my favorite. Did you make a tulip? You did make tulips. Once upon a springtime, I was 1 year old. Happy birthday, said my mother. Happy spring, too. See, he's not so fuzzy anymore, not so furry. He shed his winter coat. Do you think he's happy that it's spring? Absolutely, he's happy. So he's growing nicely. Okay, what I would like you to do is take out your nest and eggs, and we're going to color it. Now, I'm going to make my nest a robin's nest. It says here, cut out eggs and arrange in nest. If they are robin's eggs, paint them or color them blue. I don't think I gave you the robin for this, but I'm going to make mine a robin's nest. And then what I'm going to do is, if you make yours a robin's nest and you have your eggs blue, I want you to save it. And then next week, or actually this week, I will send you the picture of the robin, and then we can do that as an art project, and then we can put the robin on top. Okay? So, if you haven't cut this out and colored it yet, please put me on pause, and we will do it together. Okay, my nest is all colored, and so are my eggs. And as you can see, I did not stay in the lines. Not a big deal. I'm going to cut the nest out, and I'm going to cut my eggs out. And you won't be able to tell that I didn't stay in the lines. Okay, as you can see, I have my eggs, and I have my nest. And if you look at the nest, you can see that there's dotted lines. So that means you're supposed to cut. Have your parents help you with this, because you have to insert the tip of the scissors at the end of the dotted line. Or actually, yeah, just poke a little hole. And then very carefully and slowly, looking what you're doing and being in control. Cut on the dotted line and then stop. So now you have like a little pocket. And now, I'm going to use it like this. You can put your eggs, I don't even think you need glue. In the pocket. Let's see if they're going to stay. We need glue. All right, let's get the glue out. Take the lid off. Turn the knob away from you. Hopefully I didn't drop my eggs. Good thing they're paper. They won't break. All right, let's put a little bit of glue in here. On the top of the dotted line. So we're still going to slip our eggs into the pocket, but the glue is going to hold it there. I'm going to put a cap on my glue. All right, here we go. First egg. And I made my eggs blue. So what kind of bird lays blue eggs? A robin. Here's my other egg. Slip it through. All right, how many eggs do you see in the nest? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. This was a lot of fun. You guys did a great job. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. We're going to do more math. We're going to do the next page in your math packet, which is the cash draw. So if you would be so kind as to cut these out for homework and either staple them or paper clip them onto your page so you don't lose it. And we will do this tomorrow. And we will talk more about living and non-living things. And we will talk about your neighborhood and what goes on in your neighborhood. Like what kind of buildings you have in your neighborhood, what kind of people you have in your neighborhood, what kind of jobs are in your neighborhood. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Get out, get out into the sun, help your parents, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.